Okay, well, so excited that you are here, and we are going to pray first. So let me do that, and then we'll jump right in. So, Father God, thank you so much, Lord, for the women in this room. Thank you for the clarity that will come from figuring out the navigating NACWE system. We know, Lord, that there's a lot in here, and that we know, Lord, that it can be overwhelming. So we ask you to just give us clarity of mind to take one thing at a time and know that we don't have to do it all to get everything that we need out of it. We just need to do what suits us, what fits us, what our needs are. So I ask that you help us find that path. We love you. We praise you. We do all of these things to bring glory to you in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. So, we're going to walk through a few different things today. One is the members portal, where the replay is, where the classroom lives, the member directory, as well as the website. And so, where to find things. Members market, which we just had, and we have every single month. Every single month, we have a masterclass. We do have an always open Zoom co-working room. It is not highly used right now, but as we get people using it, I think other people will jump in. But I think key to that is inviting people in with you and then going in the members only Facebook group there and letting people know, hey, I'm going to be co-working for the next couple of hours. I would love it if you jump in with me. And so we'll talk about all of those things as we move through today. So Members Market, if you haven't been there, is our live marketplace. So what happens is members only join us in the Zoom room where we record and then stream out into our Facebook group what people are, give me one second, what people are promoting that month, right? The nice thing is it happens each and every month. So what you're promoting is always going to change, at least sometimes. And so I love this because it gives us something every single month to talk about. So they get 3 minutes to visibly and audibly tell our group what their offer is, and we ask them to sell the benefits, right? Benefits versus features is a big piece. So on our website, there is a calendar, nacwe.org/upcoming events. It's also under the events tab. If you subscribe to that Google Calendar, make sure that you go in and there's a space where you can say how often to refresh it. But what we've seen happen is somebody will download the calendar, and for some unforeseen reason, it doesn't happen very often, but once in a while, something has to move. And if that setting, they haven't let that refresh, it doesn't change on their calendar. Their calendar then becomes static and it's not really synced. So if you're going to subscribe with it, make sure you do sync with it. But everything is listed there, so you should be able to go there and find what you need. There is also, it is also linked up in your members area, so you can always find it there as well. Here we are, nacwe.com/links. If you forget a link, I will say for members only, we do not share this one link there, but nacwe.com/Zoom will take you to almost every call we have. So if all else fails, if you forget what the link is, try that one first. And then if that doesn't work, reach out, find out what the Zoom link is, but always go to nacwe.com/Zoom and try that first. I would love to introduce you to Bella. Bella is our NACWE mascot. She is a bee. She represents female leadership, community, and collaborations. They're ideals that resonate deeply with us. If you think about Deborah from the Bible, Bella symbolizes wisdom, resilience, and spiritual guidance. And so she led with strength and faith, uniting her people. And that's what we do here at NACWE, or at least strive to do in our very best power. But, bees, that's so funny because I am not afraid of very many things. Like, I'm really not afraid of snakes, whatever. And when we were sitting down, Lindsay and I actually were sitting down thinking about a mascot for NACWE. And God kept bringing us back to this idea of a bee. I'm like, but God, I don't even like bees. And now I love them. So maybe it was his way of transforming my mind. But But literally, like they are a female-centric society. They literally keep the planet alive, but they can't do it on their own. They make the sweetest thing on the planet, honey, and it also is life-giving, life-sustaining. And so when God fed people, right, it was manna and honey, milk and honey. We say milk and honey all the time. So we embrace Bella in her spirit as we continue to thrive and grow in our community. Who we are a movement of Jesus loving women using faith and business and connection to shine, serve, and lead six-figure and beyond businesses so we can boldly own our calling and scale with integrity. If you haven't heard me say it before, there's a reason that I put six figures in here, or we did as a team. And that's because I know that in order to get the freedom and the impact that God desires you to have, it takes that, right? If you think about after you take out taxes, after you take out expenses, right? A super healthy revenue profit margin is 40%, maybe 50%, right? But if you do something physical and have cost of goods sold, it's probably not even that. So that's why it has to become the minimum. Now, I'm not saying you have to be there tomorrow, but we've got to be growing to there. And our vision is to be 100,000 strong who boldly blend faith and business. We know that what we are called to do here is point to Jesus, and He's just given us the vehicle of entrepreneurship to do it. And so I just know that's the vision that we have. And I think, more numbers is more people doing the thing God has called them to do. So we are dedicated to being Christ-centered. We call God our CEE, the chief executive of everything. We don't just sprinkle a little Jesus on top, right? He's the foundation of everything that we do. And the verse for that value is Matthew 6:33. We are determined to lead with grace. So we like to shine the light of Jesus by being grace-filled, assuming everybody is doing the best that they can, and we're not leading with guilt, right? We just know that we're not performing. We're trying to shine the light on Jesus. And in order to do that, we have to meet our people where they are. We're dedicated to bold ownership, which means we don't wait for permission. God has called us, and He's the only permission that we need. So we answer that call. We take responsibility for our own calling, for our own growth, for our own impact that we are called to make. But that means we steward it as well, right? And it says God already gave us the green light. It's time to move forward with courage and clarity. 100%. And then we are dedicated to kingdom collaborations. We know that when one of us rises, all of us rise. I've seen it happen over and over and over again. We don't compete with one another. There's a lot of women inside NACWE who do a lot of the same things we all do. And so we hold every single one of them up, and they hold each other up. Same, right? I have directors who do the exact same thing I do in many ways. So it's all good. But we know that God's kingdom, there's enough for everybody. And then we are dedicated to faithful stewardship. We lead open-handed. It's all God's anyway. And we just trust God to do what He wants to do with it, and He'll multiply it. It says He will in the parable of the talents. So, and I'm not just talking about money, right? It is money, but it's also our time, our gifts, our knowledge, our wisdom. Whatever we have has been freely given to us, and so we freely give it away. We lead with generosity, obedience, and purpose. I'm going to quickly go over the pillars. The easiest way to remember our 4 pillars is to know that it's ICE with 2 I's, IICE. So impact, we believe our faith is the lifeblood of our businesses. We aim to set the world on fire with our values based on our goals and dreams. We are on the planet to make an impact for Jesus. I keep saying it over and over again because it is the truth. He has given us the vehicle of business to do it. Income is one of our pillars. We are in business, y'all. We're in business to make money, and it does take money to create impact. Money is the transactional currency that God has given us to conduct business with one another. And so it's not the main thing, but it has to be a thing. Okay. Community and education. So community is super obvious. It's what we're all about, right? We have online and in-person networking events where you can grow your business and your faith with a sisterhood that holds you up. Even if you're a solopreneur and you work in your business all alone, you are never alone. And then in education, we value education. I'm going to show you here in a minute the entire classroom that we have, but we also continue to add to it each and every month. We are dedicated to being lifelong learners, and we invite experts to share their expertise with our members. And a lot of times those are member led because there is so much knowledge and wisdom within our membership. It's unbelievable. So, this is the always open co-working room that we have. It's new.nacwe.com/co-work. You can go in there anytime. Like I said, we need to probably put it in the members only Facebook group if you would like others to join you. But I know for me, sometimes you guys, I can stay more focused just because I have a Zoom room open. It's the weirdest thing psychologically, but if somebody could pop into there, then I know I'm not going down, any rabbit holes. I'm not, what do I call it? Procrastinating and procrastinating around my house because I'm getting my work done. So sometimes that's all it takes. We already talked about members market, but there's a little bit more on that. The member directory is the place to send people and to go to find members in our organization that you might want to do business with. Everything is listed as a category. You can search by city, so by chapter name. You can search by specialty. You can click on any of the little specialty boxes to see anybody in that category. So bookmark nacwe.org/member directory. Share it when somebody says, hey, do you know somebody who? I'm not sure, but here's our directory. Maybe somebody in there fits. Or even better, look them up and then send them their contact information, right? Our members are some of the best around and we can find them all there. I would love for you to be in the member directory as well. If you are not already, make sure you go fill out the form. It's at nacwe.com/member-directory. And then remember, so the nacwe.com is where the form lives. nacwe.org is where the directory lives. And I know that can be confusing. So upcoming virtual events, we had Members Market yesterday. We do have, and there we are, navigating NACWE today. Speed networking will be tomorrow. Yep. And our monthly masterclass is 4. It's whatever that first Tuesday is in the month, and it's Michelle Jacobic this time. Virtual networking will be the 30th. Beth Copeland will be our speaker, and then the co-working, which I mentioned. We have 2 main conferences that we do every single year, and All In is one of them. It is in July in Tucson, where I live. And it is the NACWE conference. It's 3 days of amazingness. We have the first day focused on who do we need to become to do the things God has called us to do. And then the second day is really like nitty gritty, tactical. What do we need to do? What skills do we need to do the thing God has called us to do? And then the third day is a awards banquet and also the speaker competition that Tara Lee Harrison runs. Woo! And so the awards banquet, the speaker competition, and all of the amazingness is July 22nd through the 24th this year. And coming up even sooner than that is Christian Creators 360. It is January 16th in Orlando, Florida. This is our conference within a conference. It's the other main event that we do each year. And it's in the middle of PodFest. So every single Christian Creators 360 ticket also includes a full PodFest ticket for all 3 days of PodFest. And PodFest is a podcasting, it started as this niche little podcasting group and has grown into all kinds of people who are content creators, whether that's podcasting or YouTube or authors or any of those things. All right. We have a lot of people on our leadership team, and we are still growing. We have directors in many, many cities across the country, and we have a bunch of director applications in as well. I am gonna stop. Well, let me see how best to do this. Since this is a full screen share, I'm gonna open nacwe.org/classes here because I want to show you the classroom that we have. Let me reshare, or no, I'm still sharing. Good, good. Okay, so it is, and this link is in your members area, which we'll go to in just a minute, but it's nacwe.org/classes. And it says start here because there's an orientation, but if you look right here, there's all of these categories. And so anything you pick, there will be, like, let's go to productivity. Oh, then I need to pick one. Let's see. Strategy and planning. But you have to go right here and click on videos, and that's where you're going to start finding them. So in April of 2025, Emily Chavez did a masterclass training, Smart Scaling, Strategic Recruitment, and HR Considerations. And then Shayna did this one in February after Christian Creators 360, the All In Vision, which was in January. So every single category has, no, let me go backwards. Every single category has new and old stuff. There is some stuff in here that goes back years since before NACWE was mine. But again, click on videos, and then some of them are cross-listed. So Elevate Your Brand with LinkedIn was Therese Eccles, but there is everything in there. And then the other place I want to take you, let me see what it does when I try to sign in. Sometimes mine looks a little bit different because I have the, an admin account. But if you're in communities here, and you can go to learning and it will give you some stuff. So this is the Glow and Grow space. So if you're in Glow and Grow, I may as well walk through what's in it now since I'm here in the area. So when it says start here, if you open that up, there are videos in here that are like, welcome, what's the purpose? We have a tracker so that you can track your leads that possibly come from our audience. So remember, Glow and Grow is all about using the NACWE audience to help promote your business. You can create a 10-minute talk, and so there is a video in there for that. And all of these, let me go into one of them. So you can write a blog post and have a guest blog post on our blog. And if you click in, this will link to where to submit that. So it brings up the form, and you just pull in the Google Doc and give me the image you want to post with it. It's super, super easy. So let me go in here. So you can, with Glow and Grow, you can submit a masterclass that will then be featured inside of our main classroom, and I'll show you where that's at. And then we send out the link to that to all of our members so that they know it's there. Alternatively, you might just be the one chosen to do the masterclass that month, and then we record it, and then you have it. You can create a 3-minute intro video that we then run in the Facebook group every about 6 months. So, and that one you can change about that often as well. So it's really like an overview of who you are, what you do, where they can find you. Maybe tell a good story in there. Tara Lee could probably teach us a thing or two on good 3-minute videos that people will actually watch. Same thing, you can submit a guest blog like I mentioned. And then Let me go back out of here because there is a place in here, visibility. So blog submission, intro video, masterclass, vendor black book listing is another thing that you have access to. And then somewhere in here, there is a link. Let's see if it's here. Yes, weekly promo post. There we go. And then this calendar schedule link is the one I was looking for. I'm like, where is that? But this is nobody else. I don't, if you guys notice, I do not let people promote in that Facebook group unless they're a Glow and Grow member, or I do a member spotlight on somebody. And I get a ton of, like, I can't tell you how many posts we decline every single day from people in there. I fiercely protect it. And so this calendar schedule link allows you to pick a time to go live in that group. And I do that so that 2 or 3 people aren't trying to go live at the same time. I doubt it would happen, but that's what that calendar is for. And then your promo post guide, I'm going to go over this one because there's a few things in it that matter. So it gives you the link to the Facebook group and the link to schedule the live, but it talks about what constitutes a promotional post. And it's really anything that has a link, anything that says, hey, DM me for blah, blah, blah. Sometimes people will try to hide a promotional post in like a weird, but most of the time we catch them. Sometimes Facebook automatically approves them and I don't always catch them, but most of the time I catch them. And then you can do 1 promo post per week, but go in there and like engage daily, engage on other people's, pick out a few people who are possibly ideal clients and go engage on their stuff and start building that relationship. So there's like best practices, but the piece I really want to highlight, is it in here? It might just be only in the posting agreement. So there is a posting agreement that comes along with Grow and Glow that basically says, we don't give anything else the credit for the things God is doing, which means we don't talk about the healing properties of crystals. Like, it's just not something we do there, right? That kind of stuff. And that's what it's meant to sort of eliminate, is that idea that, we always just say, as long as it comes back to God is the source and God gets the glory, that's where we need to stand. And anything that isn't that goes away. What else? Let's see. So instead of Glow and Grow, hello. Why are you not moving? Let's try it over here. Nope. All right, my computer decided to freeze. Let's see if, nope. The same thing exists in all these other places. What I wanted to show you was behind this home, like it's frozen, it won't move. Well, I do not know. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and see if I can make it do something. Nope, I'm not stopping sharing either. Well, I can't move anything on my computer now, so including stopping sharing or to another place in that screen. No idea why. So let me answer a couple questions for you that you have.
I can also share my screen, but
I
I
just wanted
wanted
to
to
show
show,
them where the course is behind, in
yeah,
case communities is messed up. That was it. But I can't stop sharing unless you can make me stop sharing. There you go. And there you go. Like,
which,
if you hit that home button, is there a place where you can see like the course, all of the course things?
yep. So if we hit take a course, you can see all the courses that you have access to. So you would just start on any one of them, and then you can just go along. click on any of the categories, and then you would mark it as complete, and it'll keep track of all your completed lessons. Otherwise, I wanted to show one other way just to go through the other view. So if you're in Glow and Grow, there's a module here. You can get to it from here or from this drop down. But if you're a Glow and Grow member, you should see that. If you are a Power Partner member, you should see that. Obviously, if you're a director, you should see that. But everyone will have this NACWE members. So you'll click on that and then you'll click on learning. That's how you get to all these courses here. It doesn't say the word courses. I know it seems like a little
Learning.
yeah, but if you click on learning, then you'll see all these modules. So for instance, the members market replay is in here from yesterday. And then all of the newest master classes, like if you don't want to go into that classroom yet, you can go into the featured master class and it'll give you the latest, greatest, like whatever's most recent. So you'll be able to click on those replays from there. But yes, this is all the courses here. If there was anything else in our partners that we needed to point out.
The only thing I would say pointing out for Power Partners is if you're in Power Partners, just remember that those two special classes, the Hive Mind and the Collaboration Clinic, have their own links. And
Oh,
so
yes.
I think that's the main key
Yes.
for those.
We do have a calendar for both. I put it in the chat, but for the NACWE members, there's a private link that has all the direct links, but all the Power Partners will or should have the link to their calendar. But in there, they have all their special links too, directly in here. So like for all members, for instance, yesterday for members market, we had the Zoom link in here. So you can subscribe to that one and then you'll get all the information that's not on the public calendar that we shared earlier. And I think I put that in the chat. But this should be in the portal too, but that should be in your start here important links.
All
Did
right.
we go over important links? I don't know if we did that. Also, I want to point out like any of our coupon codes are in here. So like for All In, we had a coupon code for the Herbal Voice Speaker Competition. So any of that type of stuff, you'll want to make sure you come in here to get if you have questions or issues. So here's that link to that classroom that Heather showed earlier. Again, the always open co-working. And then the Zoom link, all that stuff.
All right. So nothing on my screen will still move. So I'm just going to say any questions. We're just going to open it up.
I don't have any. I'm just so grateful the Lord directed my steps to you guys. He keeps asking me to say yes, and I follow that with the absolutely I'll say yes, but I'm gonna need somebody to walk alongside me with this.
Yeah.
Um
Yeah.
I love the process of learning, but yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited about all these the saved content so I can go back and review and look at and
Yeah. So we're excited that you're with us. So
thank
glad.
you.
Um,
Thank you.
yeah. You guys, I'm gonna
Yeah, yeah,
hop off.
yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you
Thank you.
so much. But Lindsay, can you click on my three dots and remove me? Because I can't make anything click.
Yes, everything's frozen. Yes. Keep recording and we will.
That's a fun
Oh,
game.
look,
Let's see
we
how
have
long we
on
can
the
keep
same screen.
Heather.
Oh, we are. Yeah.
Oh, you're matching. Cute. You,
Oh,
yes. Oh, yeah, Lori's gonna need a t-shirt.
Yeah.
I love that. and my bracelet